Hey, this is Isabel on Front Row Live.
Rob here from Live Entertainment. We're hanging out backstage at Jingle Ball on the Village stage with Isabel LaRosa, and I'm so happy to be sitting with, or be here with you. My gosh.
Thank you for
I feel
having
like
me.
every time you're in town, my schedules aren't working. I'm like, why isn't this happening? So I'm excited
Well,
to
we're
finally
here
get to
now.
talk to you.
Exactly.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. This is such a fun festival. I look forward to it every year.
Oh my gosh. I look forward to seeing the TikToks every year.
Yeah, exactly. For you as an artist, what does it mean to be able to perform on a stage like the Village here at Jingle Ball?
I mean, it's amazing. I'm so excited, and it just feels like I feel so incredibly honored to be a part of like such a big thing, you know, like it means so much to me.
And you've had such an incredible year, sold out tours.
Yeah.
What has that experience been like for you? How did these shows kind of impact your creative process now that you think about an even bigger audience when you go and record music?
Totally. I mean, I think I think about how music feels in a room, and I also play a lot of unreleased music when I do shows, and it's interesting to see like how the crowd reacts to certain songs versus other songs, and just being able to feel a crowd of people is like the craziest experience ever. So it really makes me appreciate what I get to do for a living, you know?
And I feel like it gives you more room to kind of be creative at the same time. Like you can try so many different things now.
Definitely.
You know what's out there.
Oh, definitely. It makes me, I feel like when you're on stage, like if you do anything with confidence, it's cool. Like you know?
So right now you currently have Muse out, which is another incredible track.
Thank you.
I want to talk about like that collaboration between you and your brother and like how the two of you kind of continue to evolve within every new single, every new track that you release.
I mean, we've worked together for our entire lives, and so it's very cool to like evolve with him and like grow up together, and I just think it's so fun to always like be experimenting with somebody who's so close to you and who knows you so well, you know. So it's like the most comfortable environment to like try different things and weird things, you know.
But at the same time, like, are there moments where you kind of want to keep things away from him because it's your brother, you don't want him to, like, how does that work when you're trying to be vulnerable in music?
I mean, I think I feel so close to him that, like, I guess sometimes writing about certain things is, like, easier with him than other things because he's my brother and he's very close to me. But in general, I don't feel like anything is off limits, and, like, he's like my other half, so it's, you know, it's the best, best thing ever.
Vocally, how do you feel that you've evolved? I feel like because you get bigger rooms, you get more of an audience, like you have to kind of like put your voice out a little bit more, project a little bit
Definitely.
How has that kind of impacted the way that you sing now?
Definitely. It's interesting because I think the way that I sing live is different from the way that I sing in recordings to some extent because I can't, like, for the shows that I put on, I'm like sprinting back and forth. Like, I can't be like all whispery. So I think it shows a different side of my voice because it isn't necessarily a natural thing for me to sing super breathy. And it's been, I think it's helped my voice like technique and my voice develop so much because of the live shows. Like I feel so much better singing live now and just singing in general. So it's been like very, very helpful for the process of, you know, maturing my vocals.
You've been teasing a song on social media, Home. And just those little bits that you keep giving us is just so beautiful, and the meaning behind it, like the reason why you wrote this song is even more humbling and incredible. Can you talk to me a little bit about like what really kickstarted the wanting to write this song, and like how do you feel this song created itself? Do you feel like it was a natural progression, or?
Definitely. When we wrote Home, so my family just moved out of my childhood, like home, and my childhood, like they moved very far away.
That's a big change.
Yeah, and it was just so, and Home is about moving away from home and like knowing that I'm not going to be able to really go back, but it's also about like seeing my sister grow up and watching her like live the mistakes that I've lived to some extent, and like seeing it happen in real time, and just wanting to like protect her and go back to a place where like I think things growing up feels unfamiliar, and it's like wanting that sense of familiarity back. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? 10 years ago, I did an interview with Matty Healy of 1975.
Yeah, I love Matty.
And oh, do you?
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, there's a song, I can't remember the name of the song, but it's written about his little brother because he was leaving home.
Yeah.
And it was similar to what you were saying right now, where it's like the uncertainty of like, when am I going to see him?
Yeah.
If he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
How is he going to grow up?
Yeah.
Like, so it gave me chills as you kind of like said that right now.
I just want the best for her.
So in that process, like, because you wrote something like that so personal to someone you love so much, how did that kind of change the writing process?
It definitely felt different, and I think it made me. I think I have a lot of songs where they're very cool and very like, you know, but this one truly felt so personal to me, and it was different because as much as other songs are personal to me, this one felt like, oh, it's kind of scary. It's like oh, everybody knows like what you know, like my fears and stuff. So it's kind of scary, but I just was like, I just have to, like, the more vulnerable it is, the better, you know? You can't fake it.
Was it harder to sing?
Well, yes and no, but because it was actually kind of fun because I don't do stuff like that very often. So I had a lot of fun with it. It's harder to sing live, but it's also so fun to sing live. I have to like take every single amount of air in my body and like focus.
When do you see that song seeing the light of day?
I mean, I want it to come out very soon. But we're working on a lot of things, which I can't really specify too much. But where there are a lot of things that are happening, and it's definitely coming out in the near future. So I know that everyone's getting mad at me again, but
it's like, when is it coming?
Please, just trust me. Have faith in me. It's gonna happen. I promise.
Now, as we mentioned, like, this year has been a big year for you. You've evolved. You've grown so much. You've been selling out all over the world. We're waiting for Australia to do the same. You know, how has that kind of impacted, like, you see your music now in the future? So is it scarier now that you kind of know that people are listening to me now? It's not just like, let's see who listens. Like, is it scarier for you to kind of sit down and start writing new material?
I think that to avoid the fear of decision making, you just have to make decisions all the time. And I try, like, it's so easy to become like paralyzed, and so I still struggle with it. But I think it's really important for me to keep going and just literally like don't stop, because I think that consistency is like one of the most valuable things in like trying to do what I'm doing. You just have to just keep going, even if it doesn't work the way you want it to all the time.
Right.
You know? So
I guess to close us off, we're here at Jingle Ball once again. Do you have any favorite moments of like watching Jingle Ball, being at Jingle Ball, seeing an artist grow up at Jingle Ball?
Yeah. Well, okay, I've never actually been to Jingle Ball before.
What?
So this is my first time.
You were waiting to perform.
I know, I was waiting. But I just remember distinctly seeing all of the TikToks last year of Sabrina Carpenter doing, and she had the whole like red, like white, I think it was red and white outfit on, and I very much enjoyed watching it over TikTok. So that was a moment that was very fun to me.
Nice. Well, we're seeing you on the Village today. 2025, hopefully we'll see you inside on the main stage. I'm excited to finally get to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You guys be sure to check out Isabel LaRosa. New music views is out now, and catch her soon to a city near you. Thanks for watching on Promo Live.